Now I've got to find space for it on my shelf. Hello, we're back again with another video, so let's get on with it. If you're new here, I'm Alice. We talk about books, we have chats, some vlogs, little car vlog lifestyle, bit of everything to be honest. So, you know, if you're looking for someone to stick on in the background whilst you make yourself a meal, clean your room, or you know, just want someone to listen to, then I'm your gal. So consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free. Give it a go. Go on. Why not? Oh, thank you so much and welcome on in to the family. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for your continued support. So what we're going to be talking about today, people? Well, you know, if you've seen my TikTok, I have been putting that at the bottom of the description. So if you do want to go and see my TikTok, I just kind of make random videos and see what happens. So, you know, if you want to go over there, have a little look, same thing, read with Alice, but it's an underscore. Because unfortunately somebody had already taken that name. Somebody called Alice in the world reads as well. What? Can't believe it. Can't believe it. So yeah, go have a little look on there. Sorry, didn't want to be a plugger this morning, but apparently I am. But if you had seen that for whatever reason, I highly doubt it, but I'm sure maybe somebody did out there, then you'll know what I have been reading. And also if you saw the last video, you'll know what I have been reading. I can't believe it. I can officially say I've read Twisted Love. This is crazy. I never thought this day would come. So yes, I have embarked on my dark romance journey apparently at the moment. Just read Hooked and now I'm on to Twisted Love series. So that'll be fun. I enjoyed it. I'll say that I enjoyed it. I didn't realise the concept of them all. So I didn't realise it was about a group of friends and that there was going to be different stories within it. So we're kind of getting a little bit of a Devil's Night situation going on. However, I will say it was vastly better written and less cringy than Devil's Night. I mean, I've only read one book. So far, she set herself at a decent standard. So good job, Anna, good job. But obviously not that she needs to answer to me. I'm a harsh critic with romance, but I'm a particularly harsh critic with dark romance because I always find there's a line between Wattpad and a published novel, and I feel like it gets blurred a little bit in dark romance. I have nothing against Wattpad. I love Wattpad. I have spent many a time reading various different things on Wattpad over the years, and I love that it's such a great way that literally anybody can publish their creativity or whatever they want to do. But I just think that if you've got to the point where you're publishing a fully blown book, I just need something else. I will say that Anna Huang did a great job because I feel like she did step it up. So snaps and claps to you. Right, let's talk about it then. So I gave this book 2.5 stars. So halfway in the middle. On Goodreads this would have been a 3 because I felt kind of peaked to give it 2. But I'd say it was like a 6 out of 10, maybe a 5.5. Now I know by that logic it should be more than 2.5 stars, but my rating system is my rating system as yours is yours. So just bear with it, okay? I don't think that's bad for a dark romance. And for a romance, sort of 2.5, 3 stars, that's pretty good, I'd say. That kind of gives you the tone. Now, I probably would say, on hindsight, I mean, I'm still kind of wrapped up in the world at the moment. So I probably will say, on reflection, this one might be a little bit lower because I've said it once and I'll say it again, people, the first book is always the worst. And if this proves me wrong, then fair enough. But the other books always get better because you have more attachment to the characters and also you just get a bigger world build, so you're always going to love the other books more. So this one will probably maybe go down to a 5 by the time we've read the others, but for now she's staying strong on a 6. You know, the others might absolutely surprise me and they might be up there. So I think go for it, you know, I'm excited. Now I will say I love these versions that I got. So my nan actually got me these for Christmas and they came late, but she didn't know why. They kept putting off the delivery date and stuff. I didn't know why either. I sent her the link because she couldn't find it, and I accidentally sent like the American version, so that's why they took so long to come. But yeah, so she got me the whole set, which is really, really super sweet for Christmas. And yeah, it's amazing. Honestly, I never want to go back. Look, there's no bend in the spine. The book, I mean, yeah, granted it does that, but the book still closes properly. And it just had such a nice feel when you were reading. And honestly, I don't think I can ever read an English version of a book again. No, I love it. And it's a good size as well. It's like a bit bigger than a normal book. So it kind of made me feel like I was like... But yeah, anyway, good times. Let's start talking more about the book. Okay, so I gave it a 4 chilies. It was quite spicy. However, I will say the spice scenes were intense, but they were over quickly. And sometimes you need a slow burn, a build, like that kind of thing. And I get that she was doing that in the chapters, but I feel like although it was spicy, it was lacking for me in certain areas, so I'm hoping that will sort of get better throughout the series. I know people obviously say it is a spicy series, so yeah, I am excited for that. It definitely was good spice. It wasn't written in a cringy way, which is great. Yeah, there was just something that, I don't know, you'd just sort of be like, oh, okay, yes, we've captured this moment, we're here, and then it'd be like, I don't know, did anyone else reading this get this kind of vibe? Or maybe it's just me, maybe I'll put too much expectation. But yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it did a good job. I didn't think it was great, like fantastic, out of this world, next level. That's what I was looking for, that's what I was hoping for. But I feel like it was like, if asked, would I recommend this book? I said yes to probably more my dark romance readers, although my dark romance readers have probably already read this because I'm a little bit late to the game, a little bit late on the train. As you know, the book took a long time to come. I would say yes. I would actually consider as well recommending this to a romance reader who maybe hasn't read dark romance before, maybe a dark romance beginner. I feel like it'd be quite a good introduction because it's not too much straight away where you're like, oh my god, what's going on? It's not like that, but I think it's pretty well structured, so I think it would work for someone getting into the genre. I mean, arguably I'm still getting into the genre myself, so I don't know what I'm saying, but for me, I feel like this has been great. I've really been enjoying that. There's definitely some other dark romances which we will get to in the future that I am a little bit scared to read, and I feel like maybe that's kind of the vibe you get with dark romance, that part of you is kind of like, this feels scary, but actually it's part of the experience. So we'll get there one day, don't you worry. We want to hear my review? Yeah, all right, don't you worry, I will get the laptop up. We will explain these dents one day, but today's not that day. Dun dun dun. I feel like we're getting a little, you know, Gavin and Stacey, what happened on the fishing trip, the holes in my laptop. You'll have to stick around to find out. That was a very British reference of me, wasn't it, Gavin and Stacey? Honestly, if anyone out there hasn't watched classic British sitcoms, I would highly recommend. Enjoy it. If you want more recommendations, let me know. So I also have been thinking, I do like to watch quite a bit of TV and films when I have time. What do we think about branching into that area as well? Talking about a few series here and there, talking about films. I mean, obviously I'll talk about ones based on books anyway, but what do you think about that? Let me know. Here we go. Obviously I'm going to try and keep this spoiler free so that I don't reveal anything, because we can do more in-depth analysis of the books in the future. Maybe once I've read all of them, we could do like a big let's talk about it situation. So let me know what you think on that as well. So we've got good banter and chemistry between Ava and Alex. That's the two main characters. Spoiler, no, I'm joking. Obviously you're going to find that out just from reading the blurb. There were some moments that were quite cringy and borderline Wattpad-ish, which did deduct a few points for me. For the most part, it was better written than other dark romances I've read, so big ticks for Anna. It definitely had more of a polished feel. I did guess the plot twist, which is a shame because I would have liked them to surprise me. I was really, really rooting for this book to like shock me to the core, but I actually did guess them, which isn't the fault of the author because I just overthink too much that I normally get there before the end of the book anyway. Hopefully in the other series she can come back and claw it back, so I believe in Anna Huang. I think she could do it. I said on the whole the spice was decently written and was definitely spicy, however it was often over really quickly, which made it kind of intense and sudden, and I don't want to say underwhelming because it wasn't underwhelming, but it was just kind of over in a few pages, and I feel like that then made it lose its intensity. Do you know what I mean? On the whole, it was decent spice. It could have done with maybe 1 or 2 slow build scenes, which I think would have made it a bit more well-rounded, in my opinion. So pretty good on the whole. It was definitely interesting and was quite different to the books that I'd read in this genre before, in terms of I enjoyed the characters and the stories more. That was a big tick. All in all, it was enjoyable, definitely quick and an indulgent read. Super easy to get lost in, and you could have just kept reading it and devouring it, which is exactly what I did yesterday. It is a good one to just sit and read and go through. I also think this would be a good book to bring you out of a reading slump as well. It creates an interest, it piques your intrigue, and it would be really good for that. So, you know, if you're in a little bit of a slump at the moment, why don't you try the Twisted series, eh? Obviously, please, disclaimer, read all the trigger warnings before you read the book. There's definitely some themes explored in this book that aren't necessarily friendly to everyone, so I would please check the trigger warnings if they all are okay for you. Give it a go. I definitely just kept reading with this book and it was a good vibe, and now I'm excited for the rest of them. I didn't realise the concept of how they're each gonna have their own book and all stuff like that, and I love that kind of thing. So I'm excited. I don't know why I didn't realise. I thought because they were advertised as standalones, and I know the stories are technically in themselves standalone, there are still obviously character and world building between them, so I didn't know that, so I thought they were all separate stories. But fantastic, so good job. All in all, if you're looking for a new series, so far I can say that the first book has been enjoyable. Now stay tuned because I will be reading the next 3 books and we'll get a video on all of them, and then maybe a little collective let's talk about series. If you've ever read this book before, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought. I think that's it for today. Just a nice, super chill, easy one talking about Twisted Love and my thoughts on it and my review. You know what I'm like. And so without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Have you subscribed? Thank you very much, and until the next one, I'll see you then. Bye. Look at my crazy hair. You have to ignore it today. I'm sorry. The urge to just go like platinum is kind of wild, but I don't think we're here yet. So what we're gonna be talking about? The laptop